Hey guys, it's Bree. I was just tagged by Michael at Bitten by a Radioactive Book to do the Book Adaptation Tag, which is all about movie and TV adaptations of books. So let's get to it. If I'm looking down, it's because that's where my laptop is. One, what is your favorite book that turned into a movie or TV series, and did you like the adaptation? I really liked Timeline by Michael Crichton for a long time. It like got to me at that right moment in high school where I was like willing to reread it a ton. But the movie adaptation of it sucked. It was so bad. I still have seen it like 10 times, but it was perhaps not the best done movie adaptation of a book ever. Have you ever watched a movie or TV series before reading the book, and which one? For this one, I'm going to have to go with The Lord of the Rings. I was 9 years old when the first The Fellowship of the Rings came out, and my dad took me to see it in theaters. Before that, I had no clue about anything related to The Lord of the Rings, and I watched it and I was like, what is this thing? And so I made my parents run out and buy the 3 books, and I was so excited. What is the best book to movie or TV series adaptation you've seen? And which one do you like the least? I think the best book to movie adaptation I've seen is probably going to be To Kill a Mockingbird, the book by Harper Lee, and then the movie with Gregory Peck. It's not necessarily the most true to book when you kind of get into those more darker themes in the book, but it's spectacularly well done, and the adaptation of the characters in particular is just so good. The one that I like the least has got to be the Harry Potter adaptations. As a kid, I really enjoyed the first couple movies, but I still just haven't seen the last ones. I was a really hardcore fan, as hardcore as, a 12-year-old could be, and when I was watching the movies, I've just always been very disappointed in the way that certain characters are portrayed or shown and the kind of characters that they took out. It's always seemed to me that they left in stuff that was really unimportant in exchange for things that were kind of pivotal to the plot in the book. Name a book you really want to see as a movie or as a TV series. I've talked about this before. One of the books that I would really love to see done as a TV adaptation, specifically a TV adaptation, is the Mistborn series by Brandon Sanderson. It's really action-packed, but it has a lot of character development. And I feel like that really lends itself to that kind of plot and story lends itself really well to television, without being so huge in the story that you get lost in some of the plots. I think I could see The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern being a really great movie adaptation, not necessarily because of the plot, but because the descriptions and the kind of scenes that happen are so beautiful that if you had a little bit more budget, you could really do justice to some of those like circus tents that Morgenstern describes, to some of the really gorgeous like magic acts that they do. Name a movie that should be turned into a book. I'm gonna cheat. Michael did it first, so, not my fault. There has been a precedent set. Instead, I'm going to name a TV series that should be turned into a book. I've really been enjoying Revolution, which is this story about kind of a post-apocalyptic world where there's all of a sudden no energy and people are rioting, and then they kind of have to go back to living in a pre-electric, pre-mechanized kind of society. And I think that could be really well done as a book series. I'm going to tag Brock from Let's Read, Adira from The Young, the Broken, the Bookish, Nicole from Nicole's Adventures in SFF. And I don't know her name, but the Android's Conundrum is her booktube channel. So I will link those below, as well as Michael's video and the original posting for this particular tag. And I will talk to you all later. Bye!